Well, here I am again, and I decided, what the hell? Since I haven't made videos in a long time, I decided I should, you know, make more because I was gone for almost 8 months. I think 8 months. Um, um. Okay, here's a Silent Hill for the room review, and I have to say this is the best game I've played. That's a horror game. This is the best one I've played in a long time. Um, okay, first I'll tell you my dislikes of the game, and then I'll tell you the ones I like. Okay, first of all, the storyline. The storyline isn't that great. It really isn't. When there's cutscenes, the cutscenes, I mean, sure they tell something, but it's just so boring. I mean, there's not enough action in the scenes. I mean, the best cutscene ever is him looking up and sitting up on bed and saying the TV doesn't work or something, and then the phone doesn't work, and he says it just so boring. Like, I mean, pump it up a notch. I mean, just the story mode. I mean, the story mode is just horrible. I don't like it that much at all. I mean, yeah, there's a few cutscenes, but they're boring as shit. Um, the controls. I mean, the controls they could be a little better, but I mean, it doesn't change the game. How the game is. I mean, I think the game's fine just as it is. It took me a while to get used to the controls and stuff, but I got the controls now. And okay. The game is amazing. The soundtrack for the game is so awesome. It's the best soundtrack I've ever heard from a game in a while. And it just adds to more of the creepiness to the whole game, and that's like the best part of the whole game, part of it. And and the creatures, I mean, some of them, like the one with the doll heads. When you go on, I mean, they kind of creep me out. Just like they kind of get used to it, but like you're just like, holy crap, this thing's running like 60 miles an hour, running for me. What the hell should I do, kind of thing. But they're pretty easy to kill, but still pretty freaky. And the creatures are really good too. But they kind of get annoying and repetitive sometimes. But that doesn't get in your way of having fun with the game. It doesn't really. Yeah, I think it'd be as fun either way, even if they were annoying or not. And I have to say, I've seen other reviews, and they whine about the AI, and I I have to agree a little bit. The AI is pretty stupid. I mean, you walk. I mean, the enemies, they barely. I mean, like, I walked into this room, and it takes the enemy like about almost 10 seconds for them to get me. Remember, this is just for some of the enemies. Some of the enemies are pretty tough. They actually run at you and try to kill you, and those monsters are kind of good. But the ones that the nurses in the hospital, they're not that. They're they're kind of slow, and they're kind of slow at killing you. And that's not what I like, kind of thing. I mean, like, if you go in a room, you see for about 10 seconds, and there's like, okay, I'm going out now because you're not killing me at all. That kind of thing. And the first person view, I think the first person view, I think everybody complains and complains about that, but I really don't mind at all. I think it adds up to the creepiness. Like how your apartment gets nastier and nastier from every moment. But I have to say that it kind of gets pretty annoying when you're trying to get into bed, and that the monsters are getting in your way and hurting you and trying to get into freaking bed, trying to get by your bed or some crap. That sometimes gets a little annoying, but otherwise I think the first person view in your apartment is pretty cool, and it really adds to the creepiness. It really does. Like, and it gives you more of a perspective of your apartment. Can you picture yourself in third person in your apartment? It's a small ass apartment. I just I can't see myself in third person in my apartment. I really can't. I think the first person view is I think it was the right way to go with that, and how everything changes, and how the scenery changes, like the washer spraying up blood and stuff, and all that stuff, and the hole getting bigger and bigger and stuff like that. I think that adds to how good the game is. I think I've been talking too much about first person, but you know, it's such a good game, and I just love it. I've been playing it for a while. I haven't beat it yet, but I've played it enough to, review it, and I have to say, it is a good effing game, and I recommend you buy it because it is very, very cheap nowadays. I mean, if you want to get a brand new one, it probably costs you about $20, but if you want a cheap one that's used, I mean, you can probably get it for $9 if you're lucky. Seriously, I got mine for $14, and I thought it was a great freaking deal. Getting it for $9, that's a very good deal. And oh yeah, the PS2 version. I played the PS2 version. It is not very good. It is. I mean, it's probably because I'm used to the Xbox, but I don't think the PS2 version is very good either. But I'm not gonna review that one because this time we're here to review. I'm here to review. I play the Xbox version, so yeah, I play that one way too much. And if I had to rate this game, I think I'd rate it an 8 out of 10 because there's some drawbacks to it, the AI and stuff. But other than that, I think it is a very good game, and creepiness and all of it adds up to how good the game is. And hopefully there's some replay value when I beat the game, and if there is, then I'll probably rate it a 9 out of 10 if that happens, So if you come across this game at a store or anywhere, I recommend you get it because it is a good game. So if you spot it anywhere, I would, get it. Like, get it. Okay. I think this review is over. Nothing really much to talk about this game, so I am out.